The options are win or kill myself. I just want to beat people, like I just want to win.
Yeah, this is the most insane stuff we've ever done. I'm probably gonna catch on fire.
He sacrifices his sanity and well-being in order to get views.
Oh my god, watch out!
Would there be carbon monoxide in your house?
We've made torture videos.
Hey Josh, can you get the fire?
Are you boys ready to evade the police?
We gotta go.
Do you think he's tortured?
Yeah.
There are some dark forces that motivate me.
You are not well.
I've never tried to be.
Things have devolved in here since that was last year.
My name is Reed Olson, and I make videos.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, I don't clean. It's just a waste of time for me because I just don't care.
I met Reed Olson in Austin, Texas this past year. He makes his videos that help people through life's problems. So I came to him with a problem of my own. I don't work nearly as hard as him. See, Reed posts a video every single day, sometimes two. He's become one of the fastest growing creators on the planet. Me, not so much.
What milestone did you hit yesterday?
Across platforms, we hit 5 million yesterday, which is fine. 10 will be cooler. 10 will be the same.
Reed invited me to follow him around for a day and gave me unfiltered access to his life and process.
Oh my god, Reed! It's old meat?
It takes too much time, and I'm gonna have to clean tomorrow because
Reed.
I needed to know, what makes Reed so special? What's his secret? How has he been able to outwork virtually everyone on the internet? And could I do the same? The plan is to shoot 3 separate videos for his channel today. This isn't some day in the life video though. This is a rare look at what it takes to become the biggest creator in the world.
What's the end goal?
I just want to beat people, like I just want to win. Biggest audience, most views, like beat Mr. Beast.
All right, Ayub is gonna be here in 6 minutes.
Wait, so what have you just done?
Driving. I try not to drive anymore just because it's cheaper to, well, it makes more sense to Uber because you can work in the Uber once you're making a certain amount of money. Literally once you're making like 20 bucks an hour, it makes more sense to work in the Uber.
So you're about to go on this Uber and do what?
Lock in, bro.
I think it's no secret that his work ethic is kind of his flagship in that area. This man will work till 2 in the morning and then wake up at 8 o'clock and he'll be at the table before you.
Well, I'm excited to ride in the Uber with you. I don't know if I'll be working.
Why not?
Because I don't want to pull out all of my SD cards and my mouse. I just want to enjoy an Uber ride.
Bro.
When you're sleeping, Reed is. When you're eating, when you're having a good time, eating a snack, Reed's working. Reed's making a video. The more I talk about him, the more I realize he's just like an urban legend. Like, he doesn't seem real.
And then I get in Uber and then I just immediately, I'm like, thank you, hi, how you doing? Is it okay if I work on my laptop back here? And they always totally understand, you just do whatever you gotta do.
Do you mind if I do some work on my laptop back here? ¿Está bien mi trabajar en mi computadora? Sí. Gracias.
All I do is work. Literally the only thing I do is think about videos. 100% of the time I'm thinking about videos. Like the other things I do is like eat and shower because I have to, and drink water because I have to. And sleep because I have to.
There was a while there where he was only eating canned salmon and 0% Greek yogurt. And I asked him about it. I'm like, why do you do that? Like, is it so that you can just eat so quickly that you can go back to work? And I think that's part of it.
Hot take. 40 hours a week is a fucking part-time job. I mean, if you want to work 40 hours a week, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that at all. But I am saying that if you want something big, you have to realize what a lot of work is. Like most people don't want to do 100-hour weeks, and that's fine, but I do.
So this is the morning setup right here.
This is the morning setup. So, normally the setup just looks like focus hat.
So this is my lock-in hat. It is maybe a little crass. It's really good for locking in when you're in a public place. I like to work at coffee shop because there's baddies. I love working at coffee shops. A baddie is a hot girl, because if there's like attractive girls around me, I'll work so much harder because I want them to think I work hard. Not above that. But if I don't have this hat on, then I will get distracted. Because if there's a lot of pretty girls around me, it's really easy to get distracted. And so then this was invented. And then I can work in public and be around hot girls and know that they're there, or think that they're there. This part I understand is entirely ridiculous. I understand that they're there, but then I don't have to be distracted by looking at them.
We were at a cafe once and there was people making fun of him, like the whole group of people, and I felt so bad, but he couldn't see it. And I remember I texted Zach and he was like, he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Like, so it's good.
Yeah.
It's working. He's locked in.
So today, we're working on, we have villain throwing stuff out the window that we're gonna film. We have this one that I'm working on right now, which is dude stuck in cement with a car coming up the alley at him, which is gonna be fucking fantastic. Such a good video.
My name's Nathaniel Thor Duval. My middle name's Thor. It's my dad's last name. I usually hyphenate it. Some people call me Thor. I kind of stopped doing that. Me and Reed have been best friends since 4th grade.
And then ideally, if we can write this one and write the other one, because we're gonna finish writing and then we're gonna go film. We haven't even started writing this, but it's two dudes standing in a ring of fire and it's closing on them. And
Dude, where do you come up with these ideas?
this was yesterday we went through our making these ideas. Two dudes hanging off a boat over sharks. Two dudes on a spy mission. Those are normal, those are normal, those are normal. Impaled by sword. I'm actually hopeful. That one has potential.
So explaining what I do for the channel is always a hard question to answer. I do what I can to make the videos better, however that comes up. Reed often describes it as data analytics, and I think that's somewhat accurate.
I could tell there was something more to Nathaniel than what met the eye. I tagged along to find out exactly what Reed saw in him.
Okay, so for the video, we need to throw 13 car-related items out of the window. What I need to do is I need to take the front seat out of this car, the back seat out of this car, see if I can take the muffler off.
So you're legitimately disassembling the car for the video?
Yeah.
It was here, while I watched Nathaniel tear apart Reed's car, where I started to see exactly how his mind worked.
This is hilarious.
He approached problems like puzzles, taking them apart to understand how each piece functioned, then reassembling them.
The thing that's very interesting about this, it's just like a never-ending puzzle. Like there's always more to figure out. Was that the only one? What? Huh. Well, that's weird. How do I get to that one? Ah, there we go. This is as much as a puzzle to be solved as figuring out how to make a video get more views.
Nathaniel is like the second layer on the Reed cake, where Reed has an idea and Nathaniel's like, these are the 4 different steps and branches to get that idea.
Okay, so we made progress.
Back inside, we were chatting about the lengths Reed was willing to go for these videos today.
First, we're gonna throw big car pieces out of the window, and then we're gonna cement me to the ground, and then we're gonna jump through fire tonight. Oh, good day. Really good day. Really good day.
They were laughing now, but jumping through fire had me a little worried.
How dangerous is jumping through a ring of fire?
Gasoline's hot as shit. It's like low-key, I'm probably gonna catch on fire. Just like bring some blankets and the fire extinguisher, we'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, in the script, one of the characters says, it's okay, man, we can just stop, drop, and roll. So that has to be true. If I actually catch on fire, it will be so good. It'll be so good. I don't really want to.
But you're willing to.
If it happens, it happens. Yeah, this is the most insane stuff we've ever done. Yeah.
It didn't take long for the reality of tonight's plans to sink in.
Oh, man. Fuck me. And I got incredibly fucked up too.
Is there a place I can relocate the interior of your car so I can park?
Oh, yeah. Just put it on my car.
All the stuff in your car?
On.
Actually,
all the
should I bring it
seats?
inside? Because we're going to bring it inside in here.
Let's bring it inside. If it's going inside, let's bring the interior of the car inside.
Yeah.
So this is a profile on Reed, essentially, is what this is gonna be.
Yeah.
Perfect. I know my role here.
Okay. Good.
Right, yeah. My name is Josh Chuba. I am Reed Olson's roommate and friend.
Also, you're gonna want to use the office.
Am I gonna want to use the office here?
Yeah.
No. That's all you. Do you need it for like,
Just for dropping shit. No.
for dropping shit out the window?
All the car parts, we're going to drop
Of
out
course.
the window.
Yeah, of course. What else would we be doing? Let's go. Reed and I moved out to Austin in January of this year. And in that time, since January to now, he has exploded.
inside?
Yes, let's put the trunk of the car inside the house. I'm pulling up to the driveway, open up the garage, and there is just all of the individual pieces of his car in the garage. The seats, the headrests, the top of the trunk of the car in the garage.
See, it's like it's in these moments that it's like we're gonna make money from doing this.
Oh,
Are you making?
I'm doing this pro bono. So what happens for me when things like this happen, I have to do a little reframe because the initial thought is like, fuck, like, but then what I choose to do is I consciously reframe that. And I'm like, we're on the same team. Like he's doing this in service of a goal that we share, essentially. And I have a lot of respect for his commitment to craft. So I respect it, you know?
How are we doing?
Good, thank you. How are you, man?
Good.
What was that?
Sounds like calibrating or carbon monoxide. I think
What?
carbon monoxide.
Would there be carbon monoxide in the house? Reed?
No.
Okay.
Raid.
I mean,
You understand that I have to ask, right?
yeah, no, there could. Like if those started leaking, yeah. But also we
what
have
started leaking?
the
Oh, the
propane tanks.
benzomatic, yeah.
But also then they might explode if they mix it too much oxygen. Or
Is that
propane.
right?
Yeah, there's
That's
like
great.
a ratio that they might explode.
The lid is off. The cap is off.
I don't think the cap actually does anything. But
No.
When you live in and around him, the plot, the cinematic quality of your life goes up because there's just crazy shit happening.
What's it like being a roommate with Reed? I would say it's inspiring because, like, you can't sleep until 10 a.m. when Reed's up at like 7, you know, cranking out work. So my name is Joshua DeShutter. I've known Reed for about a year and a half, and we kind of met on the internet. I think my first impression of Reed was honestly from his profile picture. I'm like, holy cow, who is this guy? It's like it's an angle of him from the sky.
Right.
And this is before he realized that facial hair was a thing. So he looks young. He looks like a kid. I to be honest with you, I thought he was 14.
Yes, we are about to film the video of the villain dropping a bunch of shit out the window. Thank you, Nathaniel. Can you print 2, please? Yeah. Preach.
He's printing a script right now. Let's see. Actually, we can check
read a
this out.
script.
Let's see. Okay, so we have one page here. So like standard screenwriting format is like Courier font, 12 point. Reed does everything in Google Docs in Arial. There's usually 2 characters. We're doing a script breakdown. Do you need that? I saw enough of it that I could describe it. You've got, the character Reed and then the second character. In this case, it was just Conscience. So the title of the script will leave absolutely no ambiguity as to what the thing is about. Right, it's like guy making breakfast, but the pan is made of flames or something, right? And then it'll be like guy 1, guy 2, or like blue guy, red guy, which is really interesting because what you're seeing is just the bare skeleton of storytelling.
The first video was about to roll, and I think it's easy to forget the scale here. The Super Bowl hit a record 127.7 million viewers this year. Reed's biggest YouTube short, 128 million, meaning every time he hits record, he's potentially filming his own Super Bowl.
Is there any gravity in like what you're about to do will be watched by 5 million people?
It's a common expectation at this point. I'd love it. I'd like it to be quite a bit more, but.
Have you ever had to scrap a video halfway through?
Oh yeah. Usually it's because we make it way too intense and then realize it's like not appropriate to post. If we ever have a torture themed video, that one usually gets. We don't want to post this.
You've made torture videos.
We have made.
Yo, Reed.
Yes.
So you're gonna be throwing things out that window?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how well I can fit stuff.
Oh, I like your glasses, Nathaniel.
Thank you.
So what does it look like to shoot a video that'll be seen by millions of people? I was curious myself. The answer? Speed. These guys are fast. Decisions were made in seconds.
Let's go more profile. Let's go like here.
No time for overthinking. Total intuition of where the camera should go, what the next shot should look like. I mean, pretty much every shot took one take.
Oh, that's pretty hard to do when you're trying not to get hit by the back seat of a car. Did that hit you? No.
As for anything that slowed them down,
Are we supposed to be recording audio? Yeah. We aren't.
Great. Nothing like a mic that fucking does its job. You useless piece of shit. I fucking hate this thing.
He sacrifices his sanity and well-being in order to get views.
He's a master director in the idea of minimalizing friction and minimalizing time, because the only way to produce as quickly and as much as he does is to do that.
Oh my god, watch out!
That was very fast. That took probably 8 minutes.
Oh yeah. Speed is everything, man. We don't have enough hours in the day.
When did you write the script?
Yes, sir.
Dude, your timeline is very quick.
It's all about output, man. If you make 100 videos in 100 days, you're going to learn a lot more than making 10 videos in 100 days, even if you think they're better. It's about learning. By the end of that 100 days, the person who made the 100 videos will be making better videos.
Reed Olson posted 502 videos online before he hit 1 million views. 502 videos.
My first videos are some of the worst things the internet has ever seen. It's good that not a lot of people saw them because, Jesus Christ. You can find them if you like scroll back on probably YouTube or TikTok. They are bad. They are just like me, direct to camera, unqualified hustle bro, bad videos. Bad videos, bad storytelling, bad editing, bad all of the above, just bad. And the only reason they are not entirely regrettable is because you have to suck before you're good. I just have accepted that that is part of life.
Reed reflecting on his earliest videos brought me back to mine, The Decades Project, from 8th grade social studies class. It was the first video I'd ever edited, and I was obsessed. I torrented a copy of Sony Vegas on my mom's computer, and I would stay up late for a month straight making this documentary. I remember my mom would scream at me to go to bed, but I just couldn't pull myself away from that screen. I needed to make this doc, and I needed it to be great. I bet there's a time in most of our lives, for whatever reason, we became obsessed with being the best at something. What happened to that feeling? I know I haven't felt that way in a long time. But hearing Reed's story and his ongoing journey of becoming the biggest and the best creator, it was reminding me of what that felt like. And I missed it.
Free Dutch jumper cable, shot of the pulse jet, nice. Landing Reed's foot, done. Alright, video number 2.
That's a wrap?
Yep.
And you're on to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Already?
Hell yeah. We ain't got time, bro. We ain't got time for it to not be already.
Ladies, come on, ladies. 1 pound fish. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. 1 pound fish.
We were headed to our second shoot of the day, where someone approached us.
What's your name?
Josh.
I'm Nathaniel.
It's
good to meet you.
Hello.
I'm such a fan of you.
Thank you so much. You said your name was Josh?
Yes.
Very nice to meet you, Josh.
Nice to meet you.
Hell yeah. We're filming a fun one right now.
I just really love your content, just how in touch with life it is, how inspirational it is. Gives me a little bit of hope for humanity in general.
Thank you so much, Josh.
My name is Joshua Yu, and I am currently studying at University of Texas at Austin. I've seen Reed Olson on Instagram, and I feel like his videos show me one of the best ways to look at life and its problems.
Absolute pleasure to meet you, bro. Thank you so much for saying hi. Like, it's cool to like post a video and have it do really well, but this is so much more meaningful to us. Like, this is just awesome. So I really appreciate you saying something, man. Fire.
Good job, boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How do you feel?
See, the thing about us is this never feels that good. It just feels not bad.
Explain that.
Like, it's not like winning is a good thing. It's like winning is expected. And so it's not a bad thing. And so it's when we're not actively accomplishing a lot and making progress, that is bad. But making progress is just baseline.
Do you ever feel like you're not making progress?
Yes. It's just when like shit's flopping.
What does it mean if a video is flopping?
Like 1 million. Like 1 million on Instagram is a flop. Like 500K on TikTok is a flop, and like probably 3 or 4 million on YouTube is a flop.
3 or 4 million on YouTube is considered a flop.
Yeah.
Sometimes listening to Reed talk, it's hard to relate. 3 to 4 million views on anything would be a massive success for me, but I could start to feel myself falling into his gravitational pull. What if I started following his advice? Could I reach a level where 3 to 4 million views felt disappointing too? Or where fans would approach me out on the street? If I just worked harder, did more, pulled 100-hour weeks, sacrificed more, sacrificed everything, then surely the formula would work for me too. And I could have what he has. Do I want that?
Why aren't more people like him? If we all say we want it, why is he the one that's doing it?
It's a good question.
What do you think it is?
I think he's motivated by, like there are some dark forces that motivate him.
I focus so much on work because for me, in my head, the options are win or kill myself. which sounds intense and extreme, and I would not recommend it, but I also don't know if it's something you can choose. Because it's like, for most of my life, it's just been like I haven't really wanted to be there, you know? Except when I'm working. It's like when I'm working, I forget. I don't think about existentialism. I don't think about how meaningless my life is and how much I don't like it and how painful existence is when nothing is happening. When I'm working, I just think about the work. So it like kind of silences that part of my brain, which is cool. I'm not saying it's good to ignore your emotions or your thoughts, but it's like I have not ignored them. I have been there, and it's diminishing returns. It's less of a hyper focus on work, and it's more just like the only way I feel okay.
He does a lot of things I admire. Like, he works very hard. But it's also like what I don't admire about him. I like Reed because he works hard, but I don't like him because he works too hard.
You think he's tortured?
Yeah. It's like a spell. It's like we have to free him from his spell.
Has he ever made you want to work more?
No. Not like that. He scared me out of it a little bit.
Scared you out of it?
Yeah, but he has encouraged people.
What scares you?
I'm scared of like when you do it so much that you forget why you started it to begin with, and you lose like the magic in it.
Friendships are probably the biggest thing you sacrifice. Because when you realize how little time you have and how much you want to do, you realize that there's not a lot of people that you can make time for.
What do you think he's doing right now?
He's working, dude. Let's go down. I bet you he's working right now.
Yeah, you were telling me about it.
Oh.
With the day winding down, it was time for our final video, where Reed would be jumping through a giant active fire.
Money taller than the trees in Yosemite. The heavens. Got my 40 on me, that's my mini-me. Damn near anything I want, I can afford. Listen. Never hustle backwards, always forward. Progression. I can multitask, always on the grind. I can walk and chew gum at the same time. I ain't on hiatus, I ain't missing an action. I'm the center of attention, bitch, the main attraction.
So how are we gonna carry these?
Hands?
There's no lid?
No.
We're just gonna carry open gas in the car?
It does kind of smell, but...
Big subwoofer, big titty hooker.
Yeah.
Are you boys ready to evade the police if need be?
Yeah, if we have to, yeah.
We pulled up to the final shoot location. I won't lie, I was feeling some nerves about what exactly we were walking into.
So we are gonna light this big fire, and it's gonna be the fire for the hook, and then it's also gonna be the fire that I run through. How do we feel about pack everything up before we do this? I don't hate it, yeah. Leave the fire extinguisher. But this definitely seems like a know where your keys are type of moment. Hope we have enough gasoline for this. Oh yeah, there's not much left here. Fuck.
To really sell this final shot, we needed more gas. We made the decision that Reed and I would run to the store for backup, but since the gas we'd spilled was already evaporating, we only had a handful of minutes to get back in time.
Oh, we were going the wrong way. Let's do it. We gotta go. We gotta go.
I'm like so stressed out right now.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because all I smell is gas, and I'm dirty.
And we've been working for 13 hours?
And I'm fucking tired.
This is the game, dude. This is the game. When it gets hard, Dylan, most people quit. And that is why they don't win. Really, all you have to do to beat everyone you can possibly think of, if you just don't quit when you want to, if you just really want to quit and you just fucking don't, you beat everybody. You beat everybody, man.
So as we raced back to our spot, 4 jars of gasoline filling the car with thick fumes that made me want to vomit, also that Reed could leap through a wall of fire, I had to ask myself, is this what it takes to be great? This level of risk, this willingness to put everything on the line. And when it came down to it, would I be willing to do the same? Would I jump through fire to be great too?
You are not well.
I've never tried to be.
Maybe don't put it all, but give it a good.
Holy shit.
This is a lot. This is the biggest one we've done, hands down. All right, Nathaniel, get ready. We know the drill, everybody. Nathaniel's gonna shoot that for about 8 seconds, then I'll be like, let's do it. I'll yell, let's do it. You're gonna be right here, pointing here, and I'm just gonna sprint through. Don't follow me. You can even go a little bit wider because we can punch in if we need to.
There was a silence that took over. We got in our positions, and it was time to go.
Yeah. All right, we're rolling. What happened?
Well, we just think we don't have the means to do what we need to do right now.
Like, we just need so much fucking fire.
What was the problem with that shot?
It was lame.
Yeah.
It was lame. It was very short fire. I don't like that. The gasoline didn't go high enough. I don't understand gasoline as well as I think I do. Because sometimes I'll do it and it'll go super high. It'll be exactly what I want. Sometimes it just won't.
You feel disappointed right now?
Incredibly. Perpetually. It's like winning is expected, it's not rewarded. And so losing is a punishment.
There's a part of me that's grateful our shoot failed, because I got a glimpse into how Reed deals with failure. And I wasn't disappointed, because he actually meant what he said. If you don't give up when you want to give up, you'll beat everybody.
So what is the plan?
For what?
How do you make this video?
A lot of gasoline. Gallons. And then pour it all out, set up our shot, do it.
So, what is the scale of this fire?
In an ideal world, we get about 8 to 10 feet high.
Wait, 10 feet. Can we just think about this for a second?
It's like
I want you to think about
reeds.
4 feet above your head.
Yeah,
10. That's 10 feet high. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Hey Josh, can you get the fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
But like, only if I'm like on fire to a degree that it doesn't look like I'm putting it out. You just squeeze it, but it also might be dead.
Oh my fucking God. Okay, ready?
The stress has to be so high, and the pain has to be so high, and the joy has to be so high, and the roller coaster has to be insane ups and downs. Because it's also like, why would you want an easy life? At least I don't want an easy life. You can much more interesting if you just throw yourself into the fire constantly. You get charred and you get burns, but also you get character.
I wasn't expecting to have such an impact after trailing Reed for the weekend. I've never met someone who is so obsessed with the pursuit of greatness, and it's made me reflect on my own ambitions. It's been a long time since I've wanted to be the best at something. I think I've been afraid. Reed showed me that means to sacrifice almost everything. But I can't think of anything more fulfilling than that. Reed actually asked me to jump through the fire after him that night. It's kind of hard not to see the metaphor in all of that.
Yeah. Do it, Dylan. Do it, Dylan.